Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening because we surely are. And in order to make this evening a bit more entertaining, we are going to be bringing you the range duels. And about range duels, let's have a word from them. Welcome to Range Duels, and where streamers and content creators compete and flaunt their gaming skills. Range Duels is brought to you by Range, where you can compete, flaunt, and grow as a gamer. Range will be launching pretty soon, so keep your eyes on Range's social. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for upcoming streams, events, and make sure to like our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter pages to learn the upcoming events. By the way, you can already see the matchup. It's going to be between Team Mawk on the map of Ascent, selected by actually Team Mawk. They're going to be attacking, and Team Abra Dabra is going to be going for the icebox. And in case we have both of the teams having one map on their arsenal, we'll be heading into Breeze. Okay, that is going to be the sea beach we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Keston Sess, and joining me tonight is going to be my buddy Faxer. How are you feeling, Faxer, about the matchup?
Okay, Presto, thanks for the intro and grand finals in range. Team Mawk going up against Abracadabra. This is gonna be one hell of a match. This is gonna be a match that we will remember for ages. You know, you've
They
got
definitely will.
all these star players like Mawk himself from Team Mawk, obviously, and from Abracadabra, you've got Zami, the only Radiant in the tournament so far, and he has been performing. He has been carrying his team on his back throughout the tournament. If you have actually analyzed it, and you know Zami alongside Kaiyum and Shafin as well, that's such a strong trio. And you know with those support characters from Reapers and Easy Tap Out as well, Abracadabra is looking really strong. On the other side though, Team Mawk, it, you know you've got Mawk, right? He can get
That's
any
very
entry in the world.
self-explanatory.
Yeah,
That
he
is
can get
basically self-explanatory.
any entry in the world in any side with the rain of flashes, with those dismisses, with those heals coming in. He doesn't stop when he pops off, right? And you know, whenever he kind of underperforms or he is not really in his mood to go super aggressive or getting those frags in, you've got Bluetooth alongside him as well, who you know using those dashes in, getting in those sidelines, taking the operator fights as well. He's just so strong with them. And
Choose your
even
agent.
if these two cannot, you know, get their A game on, you've got Mammoths who likes to lurk into sidelines and you won't even see him coming. He pulls out rounds that are literally unwinnable for Team Mawk. So, you know, these three alongside Lizardo and Vida 90, they are looking strong as well. So that's what I'm saying. Abracadabra against Team Mawk, this is the dream match that I've been wanting since the start of Range Duels.
Absolutely, Flexer. And not gonna lie, going for any team side this time around is really gonna be being the devil's advocate because both of these teams have talented esports players, they have talented content creators along with talented community representatives. So definitely it is gonna be one heck of a matchup as we're gonna be heading into the game, ladies and gentlemen. And as this is the first map of the day, I really wonder which team is gonna be able to take it home because I do see, I believe this map is taken by Team Mawk. Yeah, this is taken by Team Mawk. So I'm really gonna be expecting Team Mawk to have a confidence here, but obviously Ascent is a bit more common nowadays in competitive play because I'm not gonna say this is a bad. I mean, why would I even call this a bad map? Because every single player in Valorant likes to play Ascent, Bind, and etc. These are textbook maps, if I might. So this map is really gonna be very straightforward, but I really, you know, wanna see how this matchup. Oh, actually, excuse me, this map is actually chosen by Abracadabra. Team Mawk has selected to go for that hacking side. I just got the information. But aside this map, about Icebox and Breeze, Icebox, I understand that because Team Mawk wants to be as unpredictable as they possibly can be, and they're doing just that. But Breeze, at times, it might be a cluster, but still, we will have to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Easy Tap is going to be deploying that, you know, usual emoji onto the board, and we're actually on a post time. I believe something has went wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Is it? I think it's an admin pause though, but yeah, it's actually going to be resuming. It's not going to take very long. We're going to be, yeah, it will be resuming.
Before we start, I just want to say, yeah, we do know there's gonna be a fight between Hermione going up against Mawk, but I also want to talk about these jet picks coming in from Safin. And Bluetooth. We all know Bluetooth is one of those jet players, basically one of the best jet players in the country. And you've got Shafin as well. who throughout the tournament has been performing consistently and getting those entries in as well. So yeah, even though being at such a reputation, coming in from Bluetooth, being one of the best chat players in the country, I
Yeah,
just
I do
hope.
agree. Shafin is actually a very talented Jet player. Well,
Yeah,
he is a
exactly.
streamer. Do follow him on XOX or Zox, as I like to call it back in the days. Back to you, by the way, Baxter.
Yeah, starting off the round, the drone does come out from the side of Lizardo. That was a fake, and Abra already rotating Hermione on the rotation of the CT. Mawk and his teammate have all the control that they want, and they're gonna be executing just like that. The smokes come out. Easy Tap out has nothing to do but fall for his teammates to go for that retake. The site is theirs, just like that. Team Mawk on the plant, getting ready for the post plant. Bluetooth and Mawk still living alive. The other side, Turtle just holding that B main flank. 5v5 retake from the side of Abracadabra.
IB5, and now we are gonna be heading into a lot of blood, but that is for sure. We do see the smokes coming out. There is the shock that's coming. Unfortunately, the Reyna was not in the vicinity, and eventually the defenders will have to make sure that they're isolating the attackers to take the 1v1s. But there is the Sova hiding around the corner, but there is gonna be a lot of frags coming in from the side of the attacker side. Hermione is gonna be able to, actually from the defensive side, Hermione is gonna be able to secure some, but they're gonna be able to Maddox on their own rampages, and now there is the Reyna going for some swing of his own, but eventually it is going to be an attacker favored round. This was a very marvelous execution in the end. They were ready and they were prepared after all. And the way they executed that objective, they did smoke it out, they did take it out, and they literally went to the head of the attackers on the very first round. So good start from the side of the attackers, and I believe they are going to be able to hold on to that as the defenders are going to be going for the, eco rounds. Eco rounds are definitely going to be going for those money for the upcoming rounds, but it all comes down how the defenders are going to be playing it. It was a good start though, but the defenders, well, that's only one round of the board. They can definitely put it as an experimental round, and I believe they will do just that. Hermione is going to be popping out the recon bolt to get any initial information, but instead he will be tagged out by that owl drone. Well, that was very smart of the Sova of the attacker side, and we'll be seeing Mawk taking the lead, tossing out the layers, and they will just walk in. Hermione is holding onto this catwalk area, and he will spot out Mawk, but he will take some damage in the process. So will Mawk. So both of them are going to be playing it slightly passively, but Lizardo is just going to be going in hyper aggressively, and he will secure the kill onto Hermione. And the spike itself is going down. The attackers knows exactly how this round is going to be played out, because this is an eco, and they are being hyper aggressive. And now the defenders will have to make sure they're getting a couple of flags so that they can at least get some economy in their favor. But that is really going to be a tall task. We do see one kill popping out, but is that all we're going to be seeing? Definitely that is going to be the case. Mawk is going to be able to secure the last kill onto Kayyum, and he is looking very excited. He's just walking around with that butterfly knife towards the scoreline. Things are looking very solid for Team Mawk, but Abracadabra, they might say Abracadabra and pull some magic out of the hats. They are going for a full buy here, and things might get very messy this time around, Faxer.
Yeah, I want to talk about the last kill coming in from Mawk in the last round. That was
Yeah, he's
kind
just
of
excited. He's just excited.
insult to injury with that classic kill onto, I suppose, Kayyum. And going into the third round, the buys are coming from Abra. On the other side, Mawk, Team Mawk being the wiser one is gonna go for those bonus buys as well. Even holding this aim in position, Mad Dog still spotting out. Team Mawk just standing still onto top mid there. Has no map control whatsoever, has no info whatsoever, I must say. Only Mad Dog, the only player that's making some movement onto A main. The smokes come out from Easy Tap out for no reason whatsoever. The dart did come out from Hermione, getting some info onto mid. But once again, the rotation has been pulled off already, and I don't know why they are rotating Abracadabra. This is not how they play usually, due to Honey's men are gonna try to go into this safe shot position. Getting tagged out, Rebels has to fall back. Chappin under so much pressure, taking down Doodles. But the trade comes immediately from Mawk. The spike has been dropped, but once again, trying to get it to the side. Hermione onto heaven, damming away his bullets from the Phantom. Mawk going super aggressive. He's gonna take down Easy Tap out, feeding so much pain for his team. He's gonna take out Rebels as well. The Raider did comes and then he is gonna get Kayyum with the classic in the end. Getting the third round on the board for Team Mawk. And this guy, you cannot stop this guy, man. I'm just so happy that I get to cast these matches when players like Mawk, Hermione, Bluetooth are playing, and it's just so fun to watch them. Presto.
Well, Mawk is really a star player and he is living up to our expectations. Well, not only our expectations, I'm pretty sure he's also living up to the expectations of the viewers. And I'm pretty sure he's really happy with the performance he's putting up. And I'm pretty sure his teammates are also really happy to have him nearby. And I believe he is actually the person who's guiding them through this hard time. Not necessarily the hard times, but this process. And we'll be seeing Mawk being hyper-aggressive as always. He's just
Hey,
gonna
what?
walk inside the objective
What?
and he will not have any contests whatsoever. Shavin has a shorty to work with, but I wonder if he's gonna be able to secure a killer too.
is happening?
He doesn't have any information.
What is
And
happening?
there is gonna be Mawk who will be holding onto this angle and he is gonna be securing 2 kills, 3 kills for him. This boy is gonna spot out that Boomer as well. Boomer as in that Brimstone. Eventually he's gonna be able to secure that kill, but he's looking for the ace. But the ace is gonna be denied by Bluetooth. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? I understand why they are going for this attack rounds on this map. I understand how Team Mawk is going to be playing hyper aggressive, but this is unreal. Mawk is just walking through the gates and he's just cutting through Abracadabra like a hot knife through butter. 10 kills on his name already, and we're only 4 rounds off the board. Things can be turned around by Abracadabra, but they definitely need some Abracadabra to work with. Mawk himself is just on a rampage of his own. His vigilance is unprecedented at this moment, and I believe he's just gonna rely on that. Shafin is gonna go for the swing, but he's gonna be blocked by the Sova. Fortunately, Sova was pretty far away. That's why he did make it out alive. And another hyper-aggressive round coming in from the side of Team Mawk. Spike itself is also gonna be making to the objective. Pluto is gonna be going for the wall bank, smoke banks actually, through the hell area. And the spike itself will be going down very, very fast. A very, planned out rush coming in from the side of Team Mawk, and looks like they know exactly how the defenders are going to be playing it, because I do see the defenders taking a lot of damage. Shafin will be going for that swing and he will be able to secure the denial onto the turret. But, the turret is not that much of a threat this time around after the recent nerf of the RPM. But where is Lizardo able to secure a kill? 2 kills actually with that shock dart. But Hermione is going to be on his rampage of his own, and now the round is really doable. But unfortunately, he brought a classic in a rifle fight, and Rida is going to be able to push him out of his misery. Kaiyum is going to be on a classic situation with 3 HP, a dream to pursue. Ridoy, he has everything in his favor, and eventually Kaiyum is not going to survive. Nice attempt though from Abracadabra. It was almost a close round, but eventually Ridoy is going to be able to clutch it out for themselves. Kaiyum was very low on HP, and that was the downfall. But unfortunately, the breaking point of Abracadabra is they lost 5 rounds in a row. They can go for another full buy. No, actually not necessarily. They cannot go for a full buy. I guess they went for a full buy on the previous round. So in that case, if they're losing this round, no more lose. The bonuses are going to be coming in their favor, and that can be very detrimental for the Fexer.
Yeah, they should have won the last round, because 5-0.
Really
That was their second bye. Let me remind you, Greshokes, and losing that just sets them back for like a 7-0 scoreline already. And Mawk and his team are not looking to stop at that point. You have to stop Mawk right now, or he is just gonna.
Mawk was eliminated actually,
take over the
but despite
whole
of that,
game.
Ridoy was there.
Exactly, Hermione did pop off last round, but he didn't have the backing of his teammate. He went too greedy with that classic onto A main. I suppose he did have that knowledge that the time wasn't
To
on
our
his side. But,
sorry for the interruption. To our lovely admin, please don't do that. That causes FPS drop. But yeah, back to you, Fexter.
Never mind. Going back to the game, as I'm saying, Hermione getting greedy with that classic. If he would have done that, he would have bought that rifle for himself. Maybe getting that clutch out.
A bit fast.
But moving on to the next round, Hermione
Oh my god!
almost taking out Mawk, getting the headshot and 14 HP left on him. No Sage to heal him up. The Molly comes out, trying to stop any push whatsoever, but Team Mawk already on the side. Maddox wearing all the angles onto backside. He's gonna get the plan down. Mawk looking for that heal, but Kaiyum with the classic is gonna finish it up. Only 14 HP left. Kaiyum with the second one onto Ridoy. But through the smoke, Lizardo is so big. He's taking down Kaiyum. Taking down Shafin as well. 1v2 situation for Maddox right now. Work has been done by Lizardo. He just spawned out, easy tap out. He's gonna miss all of his shots, but in the end, with the headshot connects him. The ult comes out. This is so smart. This is so bad. This is big play.
Don't swing. Don't swing.
So much pressure. Tapping the bomb. He will be going for that ult breakdown.
Time.
does destroy the ult, but there's no time left for him to defuse the bomb. Maddox just gonna play mind games with him. The time is over. He is gonna take him down. 28 HP left on this man, but he does the job just like that. With the ult coming out from him, that was a little bit costly, but getting that 6th round, and it was an eco coming out from Abra. So losing that would have set Team Mawk back a lot, and they would have been really demotivated. So Maddox doing that, I appreciate him doing that, but still he could have played that a little better with those turrets and not the lockdown. He could have used the lockdown in this round and went for a clean exit through A or the B side.
Definitely good attempt from Abracadabra, but it was so close. I wonder how Maddox ran away with it, because he was wide swinging that Killjoy, and eventually the Killjoy could not win the gunfight. But I guess it was just a potato face, unfortunately. But still, things are doable. 6-0 is not the end of the world, but the defenders will have to win 6 rounds in a row, and that is really going to be a tall task just to equalize it. And from the side of the attackers, well, Team Mawk, it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to be having a very good breathing zone after the first half. And they are playing it very tactically. They are not being hyper-aggressive this time around, because they know they can find some success while being hyper-aggressive, but it's not going to work for long, because there is players who will understand how they want to play it, and eventually the players will be walking in. There is the smoke. Shafin is still very cautious. There is the Reyna also hiding on the box area, but I think they're just waiting for the smoke to evaporate, and then all hell will break loose. And I think that is really going to be the case. We do see the Omen having that smoke ready. The Shadow will be deployed, and there is also the Lair. And any second now, we'll be seeing a very hyper-aggressive play. But do know, ladies and gentlemen, every single player, more or less every single player of the defensive side has their ultimates ready. But the Reyna is going to take that by, followed up by Shafin as well. Blue Shoot. He's just going to go in, and he will be punished by Hermione, though. But there is not a refrag. The damage has been done. The spike has gone down as well. It's a 3v4 situation, still doable by the defenders, but they will have to make a lot of attempt, because every possible rotation has been cut off. The gate is also blocked out, and there is gonna be the lockdown as well, popped out by.
No way! No way, Mom! You do not do that. Even though this is Steven's tournament, you cannot do that, Mom.
How did that happen? I mean, I wanted to scream out as well, trust me, Faxer, but I was like, okay, I think the gate itself was slightly damaged, and then he just walked through and with no counter aggression whatsoever? What was that? I don't know, Faxer. At this point, I don't know. 13 kills on this boy's name.
That was big brain. That was big brain. The timing
Absolutely,
on that guy,
I do agree.
He knew that they were on the reload because they were trying to break that door. With that timing and the aim as well from coming in from him, those headshots connecting perfectly. That was so good from Mawk. This time
just dodged that. Just dodged that.
Probably gonna be a beat. Push. Coming in. We're gonna get taken down by Lillard though. Bluetooth with the ult. 6 spot out right away.
Oh my god.
He's gonna take him down. They are so bad right now. Team Mawk, they are not looking to stop, but Reaper snapping back onto both of them.
Planted.
And Bluetooth getting punished. They're getting 2 knives going into that gunfight. On the other side, Shafin with the Blaze Storm for himself. He's gonna miss that right click. Redoy though, he's gonna take him down. And Redoy is gonna want out a Repulse. While Maddox will be the one putting that last frag onto Repulse. 8-0 is the scoreline. Abracadabra not looking anywhere even.
It's just the lack of confidence actually at this point, Faxer. But I'm gonna be still keeping my hopes alive for them. 8-0 is really a huge gap, but definitely it can be filled up with some coordinated plays. And I'm not saying that Abracadabra does not have the coordination, but the aggression of Team Mawk is just too much for Abracadabra to handle. And they're just living up to that. Because look at Mawk. He is just walking in. He's showing no fear. And he's just going to do that once again. And I think this time around, the defenders are going to be having some chance. They do have some half-buy weapons. We do see... Well, I was able to say the Brimstone will be able to go for the smoke. But eventually, he's going to be taken out by Mawk here. We do see him getting 1 kill. But he's going to be traded off by Bluetooth. There's going to be execution. Defenders will have to take a very long rotation. They are making their way. But there's definitely a lot of things to be worried about. There is
this
Mawk
guy.
himself.
Someone stop him, man. Someone stop him. Someone get the boss of this guy.
Well, Mawk himself is on a rampage, and he is making sure that he is recognized that he is here. Ripples, he
Not
is
so
not gonna be
much, not
moving.
so
I
much.
think
Yeah.
I don't think he's disconnected, but I think he actually gonna be letting this round go. They're gonna be going for the save. Well, he does have a Phantom in his hand, and
I
as he's
think
going for
it's
that
a
save,
DC. Yeah,
as
it's
this
actually a DC coming out from Repulse.
oh
It's a
sad
technical
life, this is
issue
indeed
coming
a
out from
sad
him.
life. But if he can save
But
the gun, if he is as he is disconnected, if he survived this round, he is gonna be having a free gun. That's number one. And at the same time, this time,
reconnected. He just reconnected.
oh,
Oh, almost getting the frag on the blue
just
dude.
sad, just sad.
Yeah, that was
That is
really
just
sad.
sad.
But I don't think saving would have done much to their team because still, once again, their team Abracadabra on the back foot. They do not have the proper buy to go into this round. We might just be seeing a 30-0 scoreline coming in from Team Mawk, and this is one of the fastest matches, fastest rounds ever played from any team that I've ever seen in my casting career. Now, going into the 10th round, the buy is not looking good from Abracadabra. They do have a stack coming though onto the B side. They are gonna be predicting this push coming in from Team Mawk, and they are gonna be right about it. But Ayum's still onto market. Why are they not holding that B side even though 3 of their players are onto this region? They're just gonna let go of B side just like that. The lockdown comes out from Maddox, and Team Mawk looking to go into this B side just like that. For free, no obstacle whatsoever. The dart is gonna come out from Hermione though, and Hermione is so smart about this. Gonna take down Bluetooth. 4v5 situation already, playing for that retake. Abra tapping with another one, tapping with the second one. Mawk though getting the first flag, has his ult down. He has nowhere to run, he has nowhere to hide, he is getting pinned down by the players.
It still makes him
Abracadabra,
alive.
he's
How?
living. He gets the third one,
Player
but no
standing.
repulse.
One enemy
Gonna
remaining.
trade him back. 1v1. How is this a 1v1 Gusto? Mawk is a madman. He is turning things around for his team. Maddox now in a 1v1 situation. He is gonna get caught out. He is gonna get caught out by Sharpen. He is gonna get taken down. The first round comes on board for Team Abracadabra. And just some breathing space for them. That guys, we got one round. We can win this match. Kaiyum needs to get his man back up because if they do not perform like this every single round after this, I don't see a way they're coming back from this.
It is really gonna be a tall task, Dexter, but I really wouldn't call this impossible. It is extremely difficult, considering Mawk is really being what he does the best. Well, he's just being Mawk, and really, when Mawk is being Mawk, it's really gonna be hard for a comeback, but still not impossible. We did see one round coming in, but Mawk himself was able to dodge that fight, and he did survive from the box area. Kaiyum will have to muffle his location. He's actually oh no! How did that happen, ladies and gentlemen? But Florida does come in, thanks to Mawk. Mawk is being hyper aggressive as always, and Wizardo is gonna be able to secure one kill, but he's gonna be hit off by Shafin. It's a 3v3 situation. The spike itself is going down, and Spike has gone down. It's a 3v2 retake. As Mawk is alive, things are really gonna be difficult for the defenders, but they will have to make a play. And Rido is actually going for a flank already. And things are really not gonna be very easy when you think about it. There is an alarm board which will make sure that Safin is vulnerable. Repulse is gonna be getting rid of Mawk here, so that is one breathing zone for them. But they will have to get some more here. Rido is gonna be on the flank and he will find one. But the kill call out should be there and Rido is gonna be shut down. Finally, one more round in favor of Team Abracadabra. Looks like Abracadabra is working after all. They are making some magic happen. 9 to the scoreline, but still it is a very huge gap factor. The best they can do is 9-3. 9-3 is really not a very good split, but it's definitely better than a 10-2, which is gonna be the best Team Mawk can potentially make. And 10-2, it's really gonna be a point of no return. Or let's say, how do I put it?
I mean,
Well,
Hermione, he is
It's
trying
really
his
gonna
best.
be impossible, actually.
Yeah, he is trying his best, but being a silver, there's just too much you can do. I mean, you're not a Reina, right? You're not a Mawk. You cannot just go into side, kill everyone off, and just get away with it with those dismisses coming in as well. And Mawk playing probably the game of his life. He is not looking to stop, and I don't think he will be giving them the 9-3 scoreline going to the second half. We do see a pause coming out from Team Mawk. I think it's a technical issue from their side, so don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back.
Before we move on to that, Baxter, well, you did mention that Mawk is Mawk, obviously, but definitely we have a lot of viewers who are really going to be inspired through this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. So keep grinding, and one day you will have your spot right here as well. And I think the positive stuff is also coming down. But before we move on to the game, well, if you keep grinding, you're also gonna be able to make some shots, and if you, for that you need to get some chances, and range is doing exactly that for you. So do subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow the socials to get up to the upcoming news and events. And you never know, one day the viewers of today are going to be becoming the pros of tomorrow. Well, that's really not impossible, Faxer. And now we move on to the last round before the swap. This is going to be a full buy from both sides, but I wouldn't call this a full buy from the defenders though, as they have a very broken economy. Well, actually, no, they cannot drop it. Actually, I was thinking if someone can drop it, but actually, that's not the case. Shafin is going to be able to find the first blood onto Maddox, but there is going to be a wallbang coming in from the side of the guy 19. And Hermione from the Heaven area will be able to secure 2 kills, and that was a very fast round in the end. Well, 9-3 is the scoreline, as I mentioned, that Abra can put a 9-3 scoreline at best, and they will do just that. Well, still a huge gap. Still a huge gap.
Slowly but surely shifting Crystal, right? The momentum is kind of shifting because 3 rounds in a row, that's just not luck. That's a statement coming in from Abra. They're just saying that, yeah, we got 3 rounds in the end of the first half. We know what they're doing right now, and we're gonna give our best coming to the second half and go for this comeback as well. So yeah. We do know it's a long way to go, but if they can get this Crystal round, I think it is doable. Crystal, what do you think about this?
I am an optimistic person, and you know that I believe in miracles, and I think this is really possible for the side of Abracadabra, but they will have to win this Crystal round here first, and they will do. I think they're just focusing on that, and they will have to make sure that they are making the kills and they are able to, not lose the manpower here. I do see a huge aggression being established on the mid side, followed up by easy tap out and the Killjoy onto B main. And I think they're just gonna be going for the commitment. There is the Jet and the Omen inside the boathouse area, and they will be isolated very precisely. Return anti, however, is gonna be starting to open things up thanks to by eliminating the kill. But there is, oh my god, the damage has been inflicted after all. Mawk was on the flank, and he's just gonna take kills after one after one. Diamond is low 1 HP, but he will be able to secure a kill onto Mawk here, and now it's all up to Hermione. Hermione is a very talented player, but Maddox has that HP advantage, and talented indeed. Hermione is gonna be going for that one tap, and he will put the Killjoy out of the board. A very nice execution, thanks to Hermione, actually.
Dude, this is
and we're gonna be seeing Mawk being very angry because I think it was a winnable round for him, and now he's kind of pissed, but. We're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna ignore that. 9 for the scoreline.
You ignore that, but this is what changes things. Because even though they won the round, it's not about that they won the round. It's about how they won the round. It was a clutch coming in from Hermione, and I'm pretty sure all of his teammates are now super motivated to go in for this comeback. They're gonna be giving it their all. Coming into the second round, the buys are gonna come out from them. The Spectres are gonna come out as well. Halfin and people's looking to go for that entry. They are gonna grab that entry.
How did that happen?
By Hermione with the wallbang coming in. Mawk and Rudu, though. What was that coming out from? They do get one player off the board on the easy tap out 2v4 situation. Okay, this guy. Okay, Hermione is tapping back right now at Mawk because he is not going to stop either. That's Halfin with the super aggressive play. He's gonna take down Vida in the end. Getting that 5th round on the board, and we might just see a comeback coming in from Team Abra if they can manage this bonus round by coming out from them, and they can actually get a win for themselves, Crystal.
Definitely, the comeback is really possible, and now it is a gap of 4 rounds. 4 round is not very high, but not too slow, and at this moment, Team Abracadabra has established a momentum for themselves, and now they need to make sure that they are using this momentum in their favor and they are keeping up, because we are really going to be mentioning it, but we can understand that Mawk this summer is really angry, and sometimes if you're getting tilted, the match can turn the tables, and I think this is just going to be the case. Hermione is very sorted out by Mawk. Not a very good time to go for the ult run, but he's going to be able to tag Ludo in the process, forcing the players to fall back. And now the HVT is Bluetooth and Mawk. Bluetooth is going to be holding this angle onto wine area. The wall itself is going to be opened up by Mawk, and now the players of the attacker side is going to be establishing a control onto A. I'm pretty sure that was a bait, and I don't see any possible rotations from the defenders to go to A, and they're being very, very calm, and that is really commendable. There is gonna be a swarm going to deploy and flush out the player inside of the Kabir, but there is nobody to be seen. There is a recon with a shock dart actually coming in, which will do some inflict some damage. Shafin is gonna be watching and he's gonna be able to see Ridoy, but no, he doesn't have a good gun to contest. Unfortunately, he does connect the headshot, but it doesn't work. It's a 2v5 situation. The Reina's low 1 HP. Repulse should be able to get a kill, but Ridoy 90's aim is so crispy. He's gonna land the kill onto. So yeah, Repulse now. It's all up to Hermione. He is a talented player. He will find one, but not the remainders. He will be shut down by Maddox. And nice try, nice attempt by them, but the momentum they had just got crippled. But they can definitely reestablish it. They will have to make sure that they have, you know, the momentum in their favor. They have to keep themselves on the same page of the book. They are going for the full buys around. It was a bonus round, so I cannot quite blame them. They have done some damage to the defenders potentially, because I do see. Well, actually, no, that's not the case. Well, actually, they did. Never mind. Lizard is going to be stuck with a Spectre in his hand. Well, commendable.
Though they did not get the bonus round, there's still a big chance for them to come back. 10-5 is more like Team Mawk still needs 3 rounds to roll this one out. Although this is an ace spec coming out from them, and Team Abra have that Dabra. They're gonna
I
be
think he saw him.
go for this A hit. Yeah, Pluto does get spotted out by Sharfin. Hermione with the dart is gonna get a lot of information onto the A side. The drone is gonna come out as well. Mawk getting spotted out. He's gonna get taken down. He was being overconfident over there onto short. Maddox though stabbing back onto Repulse, getting that trade instantly. Pluto spotting all of these players. The rotations are coming in from Team Mawk, but Lizard with the flag is gonna take easy tap out. On the other side of the spike is already down from the side of Team Abra. Kayum though with the ult so big coming in from him. 10 HP left on him. He must be praying he does not get killed right away. Lizard though does know about this. He is gonna get detained. What are you doing, my boy? No. And just like that, he's gonna get taken out. So what comes in from Hermione. Kayum with another one on Ridoy. Bluetooth and Maddox is all that's left from the side of Team Mawk as Maddox get taken down as well. Bluetooth, his position is known. He was spotted out by all of the players coming in from Abra. He does manage to take down Kayum. He is down 46 HP. Hermione cleaning things up for his team. 10-6 as the scoreline and the comeback.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a comeback. I'm actually gonna call it.
Only 4 rounds left for them to actually, like, legitimately call it a comeback. 6-10. The economic situation coming in from Team Mawk not looking so good. I don't think Mawk himself can even go for a buy right there. Bluetooth though is gonna do that partial. It's gonna be dangerous, but it's not like he always does connect those shots in the end. On the other side, Abracadabra, their buy is also a little bit weird, but it's a lot more stronger than Team Mawk.
Well, it is stronger, and I think as this is a half buy / eco round, well, this is actually a full on eco. I'm not gonna call it a half buy, as we only have 2 scriptures in the hands of Meros and Bluetooth. As this is a eco round from the side of the attackers, they should be able to take the advantage out of it. But looks like they're actually having a hard time. But the elephants of the room has been killed. But Rido 90 is actually gonna be slapping back as well. But there's the reflex popping out as well. So damage has been inflicted very decisively. Very good momentum being established by the attackers. They should be able to go for the plant as well, considering the defenders do not have good weapon to work with. I mean, not bad weapon in the end, but definitely worse compared to what the attackers has to offer. Floorbangs are going to be coming from Shafin. He knows exactly where Bluetooth can be. And Bluetooth, he has been making a lot of noise out there. He was the person who actually got the first blood right there. And now he's trying to isolate Shafin here, but Lizardo is also going to be pushing out. I think Repulse knows exactly what's happening. And yes, he does. It's all up to the Bluetooth actually. And he's going to be able to secure one, but not the second. And we're going to be seeing Repulse waking up after a long time. And he will be able to secure a 4K for himself. 7-10 is the scoreline. And we're going to be having a pause timer from the defenders. Well, seems like Team Mawk needs to make sure that how they're going to be playing it, because on an eco they inflicted a heavy damage, and I think that was enough for them to get their motivation back, and I think they have managed to do that. But the attackers also showing some good motivation for themselves. If they can hold it, they can use a snowball effect in their favor, as my friend Aggressive says. I do miss him, by the way. And yeah, they can actually go for...
This is the round. Yeah, but from the side of Team Mawk, this is the round they will be looking to win the most, because this is what changes things. So the teams got those full buys in. The Grom situation.
I have
is
a question,
almost
by the way.
the same.
Off-topic question, Faxer.
All right, shout it out.
Do you like the butterfly skin on Valorant?
Well, it's questionable actually. I think
Yeah,
a
that's why I
rework
asked it.
I think a rework is
Need
necessary, but I don't necessarily dislike it. To be honest, I mean it works for me, but paying that much of a price for this butterfly, I'd rather get a CS:GO skin. So I don't ban
I'm
me for
pretty
this,
sure
but,
our
never
admin
mind.
Costa's not gonna be happy with that comment. My
Never
God.
mind. Let's move on to the match. Let's just forget about that. So he's gonna get spotted up in the turret, instantly destroying it. I got a lot of information, abracadabra, that an operator is in play. It's in the hands of Bluetooth. The dart is gonna come out from Hermione, the drone as well. Oh, he's gonna miss his shot. He's gonna have to dash back away onto heaven, going to safe position. He's gonna get tagged down. The drone does not get a kill. Team Abracadabra, Bluetooth was spamming away, as well as snapping on the other side. Are you down to 33 HP as well? Holding this off angle onto Mawk. Maybe get a kill for himself, but it's gonna be really hard for him. A Killjoy out is in the play for Team Mawk from the side of Maddox. They're gonna be cleaning this short area, but you know it's a 1v1 trade for for Kayum, so he has done his work. Mawk though is gonna connect his shot in the end. 3v situation already. Bluetooth with one. Sharpen though, 1v2 situation. Bluetooth is gonna miss his shot. Redoy though on the rebound is gonna connect every one of them onto Sharpen, taking him down in the 11th round on the board for Team Mawk. And this is what I was talking about. They're gonna put all this stop for this round. Presto, because this was that match changing round, I should say, because the economic situation coming in from Team Mawk is looking good. On the other side, Abracadabra, not so good. So.
I actually have a question to the Brimstone. Why was he deploying that orbital strike in middle of nowhere? If he survived, it would have been their round. But yeah, as you already mentioned, now that's that 11th round in favor of Team Mawk is really gonna be a deciding factor, because one more round in favor of Team Mawk, they're gonna be having map point and match point in their favor for themselves, and that is kind of heartbreaking because that round was so close for the defenders to take, and suddenly the table just turned around as Mawk flanked through the garden area. Well, I must give it to Kayum. He did inflict a lot of damage onto the Sova and potentially onto the Killjoy and the Reyna as well, but it all came down once the flank watcher was down and nobody was paying attention. It was kind of heartbreaking, but I think still a comeback is possible. 4 rounds of a gap is going to be established once again. And this is really not the end of the world, but staying on match point from Team Mawk, they're definitely having a lot of excitements here. And they will also have to, on the adrenalines, because last time we did see Mawk getting hyper aggressive and he did get rewarded for that. But obviously you need to keep your head calm, and if you're not keeping that, it's really going to be hard. And now we are going to be heading into a scoreline of 7-11 in favor of Team Mawk. Pause time is going to be coming down. It was a slight technical difficulty. Excuse us, ladies and gentlemen. And now the barrier is going to be coming down. We do see a very mixed buy coming from both sides, actually.
What is this positioning coming up from Team Mawk? Only Bluetooth onto
they're just
side.
cutting up the crossfires. And I think this is something they're actually predicting, because look at the setup. So they're only putting Bluetooth on A, and I believe Bluetooth has an operator. Yeah, he does have an operator. So they're actually feeling that confident that, yeah, we can win this, we can take this right here, right now. And they're really focusing on that just like that. Maddox is going to be able to destroy that hour run to deny any possible information. And I think Mawk might have a hard time because he is stuck, but still he is not going to be moving, as the swarm grenades will not be, more targeted towards him. But
no, not again.
What was that, Mawk? I really want to know. He will be able to trigger 3 kills out of the blue, and he's going to be able to make it a 4K. He's so hyper aggressive, and that is what I was talking about, Faxer. They are really feeling that momentum. They're feeling the confidence. They were so confident that they just put Bluetooth in A all by himself, and they just cut off the rotations. And while he was in the Cubby area, he was just destroying players one by one. 4K for him. This man has 29 kills on his name already. Match point for Mawk. Comeback is still possible on the next maps, but on this map, I cannot quite say, because I do see a lot of SN. Actually, 5 specters popping out from the side of the attackers. And I'm not gonna say the specters are bad, but they're really gonna be having a hard time compared to the guns of the defensive side. We do see the 100 speed popping out, will tag, will shoot, but not gonna be that much effective. We'll be seeing Mawk also displaying his own Empress, followed up by what was that?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm done.
Mawk won the match. We get it. But I'm just gonna say it for so. Like players like Mawk should not play streamers tournaments, dude. Like, what did we just witness? 31 facts coming out from this guy, and
You
the
can also
scoreline.
see the players of Team Mawk being very happy on the cameras right now.
Exactly, and we didn't even go to overtime, and already the 30 bomb coming out from Mawk. I don't know what's in store for map number 2, but I do know one thing. Abra Dabra, you guys have to look out for Mawk. You guys have to stop him if you want to get to map number 3 and maybe even win out this tie. But it's I really don't favor them at this point, Presto.
Yeah, I absolutely understand your point, and trust me, I understand where those stresses are coming down, Faxer, because it was not necessarily a stressing match, but the way Team Mawk played it, it was really marvelous. So we need to recover from that aftershock as well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure you guys are not an exception. We'll be back in a few. Stay tuned. Map number 2, Icebox, is going to be around the corner. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the stream once again. We are going to be hitting the second match of the day, or let's say the second map between Team Mawk and Abracadabra. Well, in case you haven't kept up with the first match, it was a very devastating scoreline. Even though it was pretty close, I must admit, 13-7 in favor of Team Mawk. But Mawk himself just put his team on his back and took them to victory. That mad lad had 31 kills on his name, and now we are heading to the map which was selected by Team Mawk. And this is Mawk we're talking about, Faxer. What is going to be your thoughts? Are we going to see Mawk being Mawk again?
Oh, I have seen Mawk play in Icebox before, and
Yeah, we all have. Trust me, we all
and
have. But
he's the same in every map, right? It's insta-lock Reyna, getting those entries, going super aggressive, and there seems to be no one to actually trade him in that process. And I guess Abracadabra should realize that by now. You've got a Mawk coming into your side. You need crossfires. You need players with good reaction times. So Mawk does not dismiss away after getting that first frag. Presto.
definitely, and the way they have been playing, it's looking like they're going to be repeating history. Well, once again, not gonna lie, we're waiting for the last player of the side of Abracadabra, but I really want to see how Abracadabra is going to be reacting to the upcoming map. We do see the players on the cameras already, and any second I will be heading into the matchup. But there's one thing in general I wanna add about Mawk. Well, he is a one trick that is there. Well, at the same time, I cannot blame him for being a one trick. He does what he does, and he does it best. Well, I don't know if there is any other Reina players in this region who can potentially. Well, there's definitely someone who will be able to challenge him, but at least for now, he is really, really, incomparable. There's nothing which actually comes to his level, and he plays so unpredictably, so hyper aggressively. Sometimes the defenders of the attackers or his opponents cannot even react, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to use that in his own advantage, turn the tables around, and eventually take it in his favor. And I think all of the players have been ready. We're gonna be entering the game as fast as we can. Second map is gonna be around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, and suddenly we will be seeing Lizardo actually jumping on. I think this is a technical difficulty, so I believe this is gonna be taking longer than it's supposed to be, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to take our check on that. We'll have to dive into the decks and find out what's exactly happening. So we'll be right back, and we'll be getting you to the map. Next time you're gonna be hearing us, it's gonna be on the map of Icebox. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. right, people, we are back in action once again. Icebox is gonna be the next map, as I mentioned, and now you are gonna be seeing the players going for their selective agents on your screen. Abracadabra is gonna be on the attacking side, and Team Mawk is gonna be on the defensive side, as you can already see. Rido90 is just gonna be sitting around so that he can watch his teammates play, but he's just a substitute just in case emergency occurs. We do see Viper and Sage popping out from the side of the defense attackers. Well, explains a lot because this is Icebox, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure that you are deploying that temporary cover for the plan. You are looking for to cut off the rotations with the Viper screens and so on. Well, Icebox, it's more or less textbook. I mean, not necessarily textbook, but the meta of Icebox is really solid because now everybody plays with the same strategy. Because if you want to be creative, sometimes it's a big gamble to take. And that is really commendable from players. And as our so-called god actually Shout said that if you have a good icebox, it's really devastating because you can literally manipulate the map bans. And I guess they're actually on there. Well, not necessarily because Team Mog did go for their icebox, and I think they, at least he wants to isolate the players one by one. We did see what kind of massacre he caused on the previous map with 31 kills.
Mawk
I
is
have
just
a
teasing,
Fexer.
teasing at this point. He's just gonna go for that random.
I have a question, Fexer.
Yeah.
Do you
Please
think
shout it
he's
out.
gonna be able to? Do you think he's gonna be able to crack his 31 kills this map?
Well, being the second, being the primary
Very,
duelist of his team, and it's
very
Icebox,
possible,
right?
but
So I have seen him pop off Icebox, but it was with PPG Headhunters, not this team. So if he can get the same, or at least the same level of backing from his teammates in Team Mawk, I think that might just be doable. But we have to play out a lot of rounds to actually go that far. And from the looks of it, if Mawk and Bluetooth start popping off early, we might just not go there. Just on the other side, Hermione, he will be looking for redemption.
he surely is. He surely is.
Yeah, he and his teammates are gonna be so motivated, I should say, right now, because the last match they were almost coming back, and the momentum just shifted after the 18th round, I suppose. And after that, he walked just weren't stopping at that point, and they got the win just like that. 13-7 was the scoreline. Going to Icebox on the attacking side this time around.
About the previous map though, Fexer. Well, it would have been a bit more balanced if Team Abracadabra were not giving away too many rounds. Oh no, we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna be seeing Trappin just popping out aggressively, and he's gonna be able to pop out 2 players, and now the spike is also going down. Sorry for the interruption though, Fexer, but it will make its way, and eventually Sage will be healing himself as he was, intoxicated by the Viper. But eventually the spike has gone down. Now Team Mox will have to go for this retake, doable. But definitely it is gonna be a tall task because there is a lot of targets to go for. Spike Aches is gonna be able to find a second and a triple with a classic, and he's looking for more. He's going for an ace, but unfortunately the ace is gonna be denied. But the clutch is gonna be coming down to Bluetooth. It was a marvelous retake from Team Mox. Spike Aches. Well,
Okay,
Viper.
I'm gonna be honest here. I was kind of questioning this substitute coming out from Team Mawk, because Rido90 was performing really well in the first map, so I thought he would just continue on to the second map as well. But Spikey, early on in the first round, I can now see why they had to bring him out in the map Icebox, because this guy is looking strong with a nice 4K coming out from him already in the first round, and obviously winning them the round for themselves. 1-0 is the scoreline in favor of Team Mawk. He's gonna go for a Sheriff buy. I think he's gonna be saving up for that up. From my personal point of view, I do know that he likes to get that operator for his team.
What?
Guru though is gonna
Impressive recon goals.
not gonna stop with the Sheriff. And yeah, what was that recon ball coming out from Lizard? Oh, I think he just missed that ledge. Okay, Bluetooth tagging up Hermione as well onto 55 HP. Literally the only player that's left onto B side, and they're gonna be looking for the execute reballs. Getting spotted out. Hayum getting spotted out as well, getting taken down with a nice drag. Hermione though is gonna play safe, taking down, trying to take down Mawk, but in the end, he is not gonna be able to connect that last classic shot onto Mawk. While Mawk on the other side is gonna 180 him. With the Spectre taking him down, getting up to full HP. As I was saying, Bluetooth saving up for that operator. He does have 4,800 credits to work with, so he might as well just go for that operator in this round as well.
He might, but we'll have to wait and watch here actually. And it was an anti-eco from Team Mawk, and they didn't show any casualties whatsoever. So that is gonna be putting Team Abracadabra in a very bad position. They will be able to go for a full buy though, but they will have to make this full buy count because we know how Team Mawk is strong on their on their bonus rounds, and that can be the same case this time around as well. We do see the bolt coming in. Lizardo is gonna get decayed, but he's also gonna be recovering because he wasn't there for too long. And there is gonna be some tag, but it's not gonna be connecting. Easy tap. Will be going for the spike. He's actually committing to it with Mawk. He's gonna be denying, and he's not gonna be taking any prisoners, and he will get rid of the spike here. That is a big problem for the attackers. They will have to retake the spike. They will have to get rid of Mawk because Mawk is just sitting very comfortably right on the spike. Shafin is going for the swings, and he might be able to secure the kill until Lizardo. But Lizardo is playing it passive. They know that they have the spike control. Things are looking very bloody now, and that was a very fast execution from the attackers. But you know, there is one thing you guys might have missed, but it's still something you shouldn't miss because it's a very old patch. Because Sage as well used to be very strong upon instant deployment, but now it takes some time to get strong, and you cannot go hyper aggressive, and that is where the crack just came in. It's also Qayyum now. He will have to go for the clutch, but eventually he will be backstabbed by his own twin sister. Nice try, nice attempt, but eventually that hyper aggressive play was predicted by Team Mawk, and they will have no problems whatsoever taking that bonus one in their favor. They will also secure a couple of guns for themselves, and now they were able to win that bonus round. So economy is really not gonna be an issue for them. They are really swimming in money. Can't say the same for the Tigers though. They will have to go for an eco. We do see one scout popping out in the hands of Hermione. Well, actually, that's not the scout. That's actually the Marshal.
Only two Marshals actually coming out from my.
Well, I just saw Qayyum going for that one as well. So
yeah,
they'll
but
have to use their guns.
What I'm interested about is that operator pick coming out from
that wall is not accurate. That wall is a mistake.
Is it though? They are still not gonna be exploiting it. Abracadabra, although Shafin with the sheriff is gonna pick out Nandox with the Blaze Storm. He is gonna get punished though, going aggressive. With the crosshair of Mawk. Mawk does spot out Hermione with the dismiss, but Hermione, you do not beat that man when he has the Marshal in his hand onto mid. He takes him down. 4v3 situation.
Right here.
Eco round might just play out for Abracadabra. In the end, they're trying to converge on position coming out from Lizardo. He's gonna get spotted out, but no kills coming out from that drone. Hermione, Deeple, so he's gonna go for that white swing, getting punished instantly by Lizardo. The taps are coming in. Maybe the situation right now, Bluetooth is super confused as we can see from his movement, but he is gonna get that operator up to mid, taking down Hermione. Lizard on the other side, taking down Qayyum. Bluetooth with the finishing cut onto easy tap out, getting that fourth round on the bag for Team Mawk. Okay, what? Did Bluetooth just dump out his operator last round?
Thanks.
Yeah, he
I
did.
guess he wants the skin. I guess he just wants the skin.
Well, sometimes you just have too much money to play with and you do stuff like this. But I certainly did not expect Bluetooth to get rid of the operator, his favorite gun. Moving on to the 5th round though, full buys coming in from both of the teams.
Well, this time around, the players of Abracadabra will have to make some serious noises because otherwise things are really. Oh no! I think Mawk might just go under the radar, but I just see the players are being. Oh, they're being actually very concerned about this. But how did that work? Booth is gonna be baiting his teammate, but Hermione is gonna be there to bait both of the teams away, and he will secure the kills as well. The elephants of the room has been taken out. Shafin is gonna be contesting Spike Kicks in the distance, but Spike Kicks, however, is gonna win that gunfight, and now the wall is gonna be destroyed once second. This time around, Easy Tap will have the cover as he will be moving slightly. But there is the shock dart, which will be forcing the player to follow up, but Spike Kicks has gone down. 3v2 situations very doable for the attackers as they have ultimates to work with. Hermione can play it passive if he wants because he does have the Hunter's Fury to work with. Lizardo, if he secures a kill, he will also have his own Hunter's Fury, but he might be saving it for a rainy day, and he will have to save it for a rainy day because they don't need the RPGs to kill mosquitoes, and in the end 4-1's the scoreline. And finally we will be seeing around in favor of Abracadabra. At least it was not that late compared to the first map. So if there is gonna be a comeback factor, this is gonna be coming fast, and we might just see a third map around the corner.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big ask from you to Team Abracadabra, but seeing that Hermione now has the operator, this is gonna be a little weird to see. But I am excited to see what's in store from this operator play coming out from him. Voodoo does get spotted out. He has to fall back to a passive position. The drone does come out from Hermione, getting all of that information onto the base side. He does have the Heartless Fury to work with as well. Might just use it for a post land or maybe even an entry. Both of the Vipers having ults for themselves as well. So we might just be seeing a bloodbath onto the A side as three of the players from Team Mawk are waiting for Team Abracadabra to push in with those crossfire setups being deployed for their team. Bluetooth though is gonna peek out and might just spot out. Kayumi is gonna miss
bad
the
timing.
shot. Instead, it's tagged down to 26 HP. Kayum did have the Phantom to tag him out to 26 HP, and now they're on for the rotation. They know the operator is in play onto the A side. They have to rotate out of this. They know the rotation has already come in from Team Mawk, but there's no way they're actually gonna be executing this A side. On the other side, the Lizardo is all alone onto this
30
region.
seconds left.
But he has got a nice off angle for himself. If they do not actually check this is gonna be so big for him. Lizardo just needs to control his trigger for a while.
The trigger discipline.
He's
The trigger
controlling his
discipline.
trigger, Lizardo. No! He does get one for himself though. Okay, Falcon trying to
Yeah,
kill
he did.
his teammate, but never mind. Bluetooth is gonna kill him anyway. Bluetooth with a second one in the operator. Ayum though stepping back. Ayum with the third one. But there's no time. There's absolutely no time for them to plan right now. Spiking so he's gonna show himself with the classic. He's gonna get that Viper def to work with and repulse with the trade immediately. But in the end, due to the lack of time, they do not get the round. Team Abracadabra, that was very poorly played by them. They should have checked every corner of that region because they had no control over it from the start of the round. They were just running around onto that A side, and when they heard the rotation, they immediately went in for their own rotation, and that's what costed them. Lizardo with a smart positioning coming out from him, and that first frag onto his name that just played its part for wasting so much time, and in the end, the plan didn't go down as Abracadabra planned.
Well, it was a very slow execution, that is true, flexible. At least they were able to go for the spy plan, which will actually go. What the hell just happened? He just deployed one of the 103 and eventually he's just sick.
How does that even work?
I've never
Voodoo,
been
though,
this confused in my life, but eventually we'll be seeing a 5v4 situation in favor of Team Mawk, and things are really not looking very good for them. Kayum is gonna be able to secure one kill. There is gonna be a lead, but Kayum, being inside the Viper Speed, he's actually making a lot of noise. He's gonna be able to secure 3, 4, and that Viper Speed is gonna be the winning factor for the attackers after all. Even though that round was a very messy one, I'm gonna be honest, Fexter, that round was not supposed to be won by the attackers because I believe the stage was very tagged. That's why the first strike of the 100 Street just eliminated him, and then through the wall, we saw Bluetooth deploying that Blitzdorm. It was able to eliminate a player, and from there, Kayum was able to secure 4 kills of his own. He is having 10 kills on his name. He is the top fragger of the game, and he is definitely making a lot of noise out there. And I think he will have to make sure that he is making that 5-2 being the scoreline, 3-1, 3 rounds to go. And I must give it to Team Abracadabra because they actually forced Team Mawk to go for a forced eco. So this is really looking good for their side. Hermione is going to be able to open things up for themselves. Rizardo is going to be going to the kitchen side, and he will deploy the shock dart, but no damage was. I've never seen players planting. I mean, I knew that you can plant there on the hut, but it's a very rare sight that you plant there. But eventually, we'll be seeing Hermione dealing some damage, but he'll be taken out. But it's all up to Lizardo now. And Lizardo, well, he was trying to go for some frags. He did find some, but not enough. He was looking for 5-3 is the scoreline. The gap is getting narrowed and narrowed. Well, that is really good for the side of Abracadabra. They are making magics happen, but magics will have to wait because Team Mawk is going to be able to go for a full buy. Now, Bluetooth is going to be back on his signature operator. If Team Abracadabra is not getting the initial frags of the first bloods, things might not go as they are planned, but let's see how it goes.
Well, one thing I must acknowledge, Presto, is that we still haven't seen Mawk pop off in this map. So I'm waiting for that, but it's already been 8 rounds. He only has 5 kills. This is not the usual Mawk that we see. He's not going aggressive. He's not even, taking those peeks. He's just waiting there, patiently holding angles. And this is not how Mawk actually plays. But this time around, with the Bluetooth onto B main, might just be going for a super aggressive play with that operator on his teammates back as well. So we're gonna be seeing a technical pulse coming out from our side, ladies and gentlemen. So as soon as we finish it up, we'll be back. Never mind, guys. We are back after the technical pause. It has been solved, and we on to the ninth round. Both of the teams full buying as Cresto mentioned, and Bluetooth on the op, Mawk alongside him onto B main is gonna be really dangerous for Abracadabra, but they're not gonna be looking to go over there. They're gonna be looking for a fast and mid push this time around. Soften his teammates with the spike on himself. The wall is gonna come out. That is so smart coming out from Team Abracadabra. Mawk though is gonna spot out Soften with the Phantom, is trying to get some shots in. Maddox is gonna take down Hermione on the other side. Instantly getting faded out by Reaper. Wow!
Wow!
Getting pressured too much over there onto Orange. 3v5 situation already in favor of Team Abracadabra.
Can you bang that?
This was a really creative strategy coming out from Team Abracadabra. This mid push and that Orange plan. You do not expect that every day coming into Valorant matchups, Cresto. Now Lizard though is gonna be looking for those exit frags as well as Bluetooth. He's gonna miss all of his shots on the easy tap out, but he's gonna tag him down to 80 HP. Now tap out. He's gonna look for that frag, doing as much damage as he can onto the economy of Team Mawk. They are gonna be able to do it onto Lizard, but Bluetooth still alive with the operator. This is gonna be so dangerous for Team Abracadabra if they do not deal with him right now, right here, because if he can save that op and get it to the next round and start connecting the shots once again, it's gonna be so dangerous for Team Abracadabra. But they're just happy right now, getting that 4th round on the back for their team, and they're on the momentum shift. They have the economy to go in for some more rounds as well. So, and on the other side though, Team Mawk not looking so good. 2 Sheriff, 2 Spectres, and a operator coming out from Bluetooth. That's what I'm concerned about coming in from Team Abracadabra.
Abracadabra is happy, that is true, but they will have to make sure they're not pre-celebrating Faxter, because pre-celebration can be fatal at times. Well, they were able to force Team Mawk to go for an eco, but definitely that operator you mentioning, it's really gonna be a devastating weapon, at least, to be worried about. This time around, the players are going for a very fast execution once again, and once again, the wall is gonna be popped out. But no, it's not gonna be popped out. And the Viper Snakebite is also gonna be missed out, so Spike is gonna be going there without any possible casualties, no bullets connecting whatsoever. And now, the post plan is gonna be really prepared, and now we'll be seeing Bluetooth's operator making some noise. Ripples will be eliminated, and now there is gonna be the Viper Speed being deployed by the defenders, and now this is gonna be a problem for the defender, actually the attackers, and Bluetooth is making a lot of noise from the long range gunfights, and now it's gonna be a fight between the players inside of the Viper Speed, and we'll be seeing Bluetooth just walking in and trying to deny the plans, but now it's also Spicy Cakes and between the Sage, and the Sage will have to wait 40 more seconds to get herself healed, and there is a player right on the corner. Spy Cakes was able to use his ultimate very precisely, and he's gonna be able to win that round for his team. 6-4 is the scoreline. It was an eco, but they were able to make some noise happen, and I must admit that round was pretty much lost for the defender, but still they were able to bring themselves back up, and they won that round, and that is gonna be a big problem for
that is what I was talking about. Presto, we cannot let Bluetooth save the operator because he can utilize it in such a way that you will not expect him to. Alright? And getting that eco round, we did see Bluetooth popping off with the operator, getting crucial frags. In the end, he did get one with the Spectre as well, but Spike with the Sheriff just finishing things up onto easy tap out, getting that round. And Spike is looking strong. Easy tap out once again. goes down to him. The drone comes out, getting so much information onto mid. But this time around, the mid push is being pushed back from the side of Team Mawk. Dabra, they cannot do the same thing over and over again. Mawk, though, on the other side, is gonna go super aggressive onto A main, making now Caillou. People get taken down as well, but Shafin does not positioning is gonna take down Viking. The trade immediately comes in from Maddox. 1v4 situation for Hermione. I mean, it is Hermione, so maybe just maybe Crystal. Let's see what he can do with the first pick, if he can actually get it. Never mind, the double pick is gonna come in from Maddox and Lizardo, taking him down in the end. 7-4 is the scoreline. Might just be heading to a 8-4. The momentum once again has shifted to the side of Team Mawk, but the pies are coming out from both of the sides, so I cannot tell what's
Actually,
actually
if you don't mind, can you carry on for a second?
Yeah, surely. And now, moving on to this round, as I said, the buys are coming in. We do have Maddox on the res, Mawk on the ult as well. Hermione, though, his team, they have the Viper's Pit, they have the Hunter's Fury, they have the Blade Storm, they have the Lockdown, they have 4 ults to play with. They're gonna deploy it all onto this round because this is the last round of the first half in this matchup. Now the drone just come out, spotting out that operator, and there's so much information for him to play with. Tapping getting the first track with the Phantom Blade Storm out, dashing into side. The lockdown is down as well, getting so much control for themselves. I'm pretty sure Kaim is gonna pop up that Viper speed at any moment now. Plan is gonna be going down, and Hermione is gonna get the first frag. Lizardo, Mawk though snapping back, and now he's gonna get traded out. On the other side, Maddox with the rest in the press. Revive Lizardo, Mawk. Maddox now in a 1v situation. It's taken down by Easy Tap out. The Sage Diff comes in 7-5 the scoreline. And this is what we expected as 4 ults did come out from the side of Abracadabra. Now, first half done. 7-5 scoreline. We do see Bluetooth getting that sheriff for himself. He is really good with the sheriff. I am not gonna deny that, but it doesn't really always work out in the pencil round when you've got those close angles to work with, and they are gonna be heading into close angles. You do see them stacking outside this A side. On the other side of a team Abracadabra, Hermione, Kaiyum, and Shafin going for the ghost. Peoples and Dapout is gonna play safe with the shield on their back. I think Dapout is gonna go for that mid neutral wall. I do see a alarm board coming out from the side of Repulse. And now Shafin spotting out Maddox and his teammates. Bluetooth though with the sheriff does not connect his first shot. They are gonna get the entry though with Mawk running with the frenzy. He is not gonna connect any of his shots on the Shafin. Just get the wall down though. Maddox, nice ball coming out from him. The pen might just go down right now. Bluetooth are doing so much damage with the jet and the sheriff. Mawk going super aggressive. He's gonna take down Repulse. He's gonna dismiss back away. Hermione is gonna look for that frag, but Bluetooth is not gonna stop the sheriff. Getting the second frag. Hermione though clapping back onto him. The only player alive right now in a 1v2 situation, but this time around he's not gonna be able to clutch out the pistol round in a 1v2 as Spike Egg is gonna be there to take him down. And Spike Egg, surprisingly, leading from the front. It's not gonna be Mawk this time around, guys. Spike Egg with 14 kills of its own, 8-5 in the scoreline. We're not even onto double digits, and Spike Egg is looking very strong. And I think that's why they subbed him out. He has been silent the whole tournament, Spike Eggs, and now he was just a surprise attack coming out from Team Mawk, and he has been playing so beautifully, kind of like MW1 for Team Velocity Gaming VCC. But back to range duels now, guys. 8-5. The buys are coming out from the side of Team Mawk. We can see Mawk looking aggressive. He is gonna be wanting those kills for himself. He's gonna take down Chapin, taking down Revolt as well. He's not gonna stop. It's the buy round for his team. Vector on his hand with the butterfly knife, just jumping around the wall. Just for out Hermione, but he might just get punished as 2 players are in front of him. He's missing all of his shots, and as I was saying, he does get punished by Easy Tap out Maddox. So with the trade onto Caillou, Blizzard with one, Maddox with the cleaning up kill onto Easy Tap out. The Sage Def comes in once again. 9-5 is the scoreline, all round deficient already, and this is looking strong for Team Mawk. But on the other side, the buy at last is gonna come out from the side of Abracadabra. On the other side, Team Mawk is gonna be stuck up with those specters. But if they can hit the A side fast and without any problems in their way, like Hermione and Kayum, who are gonna be in the B side, that is just so well read from Mawk. But Lizardo, though, with the drone, is gonna pull out two rotations coming out from Abracadabra. Tafin and Repulse is already out of this A side, and Team Mawk is only just walking onto this A side. Mawk has so much area to play with right now. Maddox is gonna pop off that wall. The storm days are gonna get broken down. Blue to with the first drag on to easy tap out. The entries are done from the side of Team Mawk. They have the post plan set up. And now in a retake situation, Abracadabra, they're one man down already. They do have the gun advantage, but this flank coming out from Lizard is gonna get caught out by the turret. That's a nice threat placement coming out from Reaper. It's just saving his teammates with that flank coming in from Lizard. But Bluetooth with the run gun is gonna take down Tafin, but it's immediately coming from Kayum and Reaper. Just slapping back with Spike X is ready with the lineup. This is gonna be so hard for Abracadabra to counter. The lineup is done. He is gonna get taken down. Reaper cannot outlive a snake bite. Nor can Kayum. Lizardo. The Spectre is gonna take him down, but Spike X in the end is gonna put the icing on the cake, taking down Hermione in the end. And the 10th round is on the board for Team Abracadabra. The full bias is on the side of Team Mawk this time around. On the other side, it's a questionable buy coming out from Team Abracadabra. Two Spectres, a Judge, and two Sheriffs. I see maybe technical issue. Never mind, there's no technical issue coming from our side. I'll go. Might just be having a technical issue in the end. After all, guys, no worries. We will be back after it is solved right away. And ladies and gentlemen, we're once again back after that technical issue has been solved. And might just see a fast execute coming in from Team Mawk. Come out, the drone does come out, and Mawk is gonna punish Caillou for holding that angle for too long after even getting tagged out by that drone. But Hermione with the Marshall is gonna connect that headshot onto Mawk immediately. He's getting pinned down by Maddox and his teammate. He's gonna get taken down as well. Maddox with the second one. He's looking strong. He's looking hungry. Champion with the flag. He's gonna take down 5 games. He's gonna get retrieved hand for himself. Taking down Brutus as well. Down to 28 HP. 28 HP. But Lizardo not gonna let that clutch happen so easily. Taking him down in the end. 11th round coming out from Team Mawk. They're looking strong. They're not able to stop right now. Spike is leading from the front, as I was mentioning. He was the trump card that Team Mawk has been playing in the final grand finals of range duels in map number 2. And from the other side, Abracadabra, they do have the money to go for the full buys right now, but it just might be too late for them. It is pretty much their do or die round. Team Abracadabra, they are going to be putting all the stops to get this round win. But Team Mawk on the other side, Bluetooth, you cannot just do that to easy tap out. Updrafting double time, and with the Blaze-Storm taking him down instantly, the entry comes in. And the wall is gonna go down as well from the side of Spike Eggs. Maddox though is gonna get this plan down. 4v5 retake already. Um, Not in favor of Abracadabra. The Hunter City does come out from Hermione though, doing a lot of damage to Mawk. But he's gonna get punished for that Mawk, going super aggressive. Maddox though with the trade immediately onto Kaiyum. Lizard with one for himself. Reaper is the only player that's left from the side of Abracadabra. He's gonna take two of them down. It's a 1v1. He has isolated two of the kills that he needs to. Now in a 1v1 situation, Maddox is not gonna be able to connect any of his shots as Duels is gonna take him down in the end, and that is probably the clutch of the match right there. Because as I was saying, this was a do or die round coming out from Abracadabra, and Duels, he knew what he had to do, and he did it so beautifully, ladies and gentlemen, and a nice 1v3 coming out from him, and just keeping his team alive in this matchup. On the other side, Team Mawk, they will be looking to finish this one as soon as possible. Mawk not looking so strong. I think it's the first time. I'm seeing Mawk bottom fraging with 11 kills, but you know, we still have a lot of rounds to play with. We might just be seeing him go super aggressive this time around, getting a lot of kills. He's surely getting frustrated, as we saw in the last round. Hermione is gonna slap onto Bluetooth with the first frag. First blood comes in, but the revive immediately comes out from Maddox. He's gonna retrieve a Vandal for himself, but Hermione is gonna punish him for that wide swing. Hunter's Fury come out from Lizardo. A dry Hunter's Fury, that is very questionable, but the Sharpit going super aggressive. He's gonna take down Maddox. The jet comes in though from the side of Bluetooth. 3v4 situation in favor of Abracadabra. They are looking strong onto the A side, but Kaiyum holding alone onto the B side. What was that from Bluetooth? I think just trying to create some noise over onto that orange position. Hermione looking strong, holding this off angle onto the A side. He does hear those jump peaks coming in from Lizardo. And now the execute is gonna come out on the side of Team Mawk. Bluetooth is gonna get that trade onto easy tap out. 33 seconds left on the clock. He does have the spike to play with. The Killjoy lockdown comes out, forcing them out of the site, and they don't have a lot of time to play with right now. They have to go for this beat rotation as soon as possible. Only 18 seconds to play with. The knives are out already, running this B side, and Kaiyum will be there to stop them. They have no Sage Valve to even get the plan down. 9 seconds on the clock. I don't think they will be able to get. No, never mind. Bluetooth is gonna be the wiser one and time to get the plan down, but it's gonna get spammed immediately. Lizard with the trade, but they do not get the round due to the lack of time. And we did see a similar situation, I suppose, coming out from Team Abracadabra when they were on the attacking half. And now, I think we have once again a technical pause coming out from our side, but we're just gonna ignore that. And I just want to talk about this operator thing coming out of Sharpin. We did see Bluetooth just popping off with the operator in the defensive half when they were in the defense team off, but this time around it's gonna be Sharpin with the operator in the defensive half, and I am really excited to see what he can do with it. He already has an off angle to work with onto this B main position. On the other side, Hermione is gonna be covering up that mid position along with Repulse, as well as easy tap out onto that A side. He's gonna be popping off that wall to disturb. But don't go anywhere, guys, as we will be back right after this technical issue is solved. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with the matchup between Abracadabra and Team Mawk, where Team Mawk is leading like 4 rounds, but this time around they do not have the buy to actually go for this execute. They might just be looking for some picks, maybe some guns to play with. Bluetooth only needs one orb, one ultimate orb to go for that Blaze-Storm. We do see a nice Viper Pit coming out from the side of Kayum, just blocking that entry onto the B side, and this is gonna be so hard for Mawk to play, for Team Mawk to play with now, because B is completely blocked. So Abracadabra, they do not have to care about B. Now Bluetooth, Maddox though is gonna get the first flag on VCM, but that was really surprising coming out from him. Bluetooth is gonna get that off for himself. He's gonna get that Blaze-Storm as well. He's just adapting onto Raptors. Already 2-man down, Abracadabra. I certainly did not expect this, and Bluetooth is not gonna stop. He's gonna take down Beeples. On the other side, Kayum gets the Lurker onto Lizardo. Shafin, the operator pick coming out from him. Maddox getting taken down with that operator. Does not have any dash or updraft to work with now. 3v2 situation, Mawk and Bluetooth still alive on the side of Team Mawk, and Spygates on the lurk, I should say lineups, and Abracadabra, Team Abracadabra just going for this save. I don't think it's the best decision for them, because we'll be heading on to match point in favor of Team Mawk if they are actually losing this round. But I mean, they do not have a lot of money to play with, so I think they did the right thing in the end. But nonetheless, the operator is still in play from the side of Safin, and going on to match point, it's a do or die round for them. They have to pull all the stops that they need to right now. They do have one ult to play with, tap out on the revive, and he needs to stay alive for this to actually work out for them. They do not have a good buy, I suppose. Tap out on the Sheriff. Repulse on the half field. On the other side, Team Mawk looking strong. They have all the guns that they need. They have all the shields that they need. They have all the abilities that they need to work with. Bluetooth already trapping, dashing onto this container into B main. They have all the control that they need right now onto B main. Trying to execute this. The rotation is coming down from the side of Abracadabra. Right about now, the wall is gonna go up from the side of Spygates, as Maddox is gonna get the plan down, and the Viper speed is gonna come down for Spygates as well as the Snake Bite. Deny any push whatsoever to get the plan down. Hermione is so low on HP as well. Shafin just spamming through the smoke, trying to get any pick, any damage whatsoever. He is not gonna be successful in that though. Mawk getting tagged down by the drone. He's gonna try to live, but Shafin in the end is gonna caught him out. Horrible situation. Viper Spit, Hermione taking down Spygates is so big for them. 2v4. Tides have been turned. Lizardo and Bluetooth is all that's left. Bluetooth with one. Lizardo trying to spam away. Bluetooth with the smokes. They are still sticking it. They're still sticking, but Lizardo with the spam onto Kayum is gonna take both of them down, and that is not how you can win range duels, Lizardo. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner for range duels, and it is gonna be Team Mawk and Lizardo with the clutch in the end. And that is definitely how you end a match, just like that, in style. Lizardo with the dart, with the spam, in the end taking two of them down with the same spray, and taking his team to be the crown of range duels. Ladies and gentlemen, we have your champion. Moving on to the scoreboard, Bluetooth with 21 kills, being the match MVP. Hermione just behind him with 19 kills. Kayum on to 22. Mawk not performing as well as we expected, but he still got the job done, getting his team the win to a 13-7 scoreline. Lizardo in the end, what a clutch that was by him. That was such a big brain play, just spinning that dart until the last moment and deploying that to get that spike diffuser, and in the end with the same spray, running and gunning through Hermione and Repulse, taking both of them down, getting the win for themselves, and we have the champions for range duels, ladies and gentlemen. But that's gonna be it for tonight, as we do end range duels in style with that clutch coming in from Lizardo. But stay tuned, guys. Do subscribe to the Arrange.gg YouTube channel and stay connected with all of our socials, as we will be doing a lot of tournaments in the future. And that's it. Gonna be that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.